How do I go on and off? On and off. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The National Volleyball League launch this evening. I'll be your commentator, Kalanzi Shamira. It's really been a very long time. I hope you guys don't miss Agawa for this game. It's going to be me, so I hope we enjoy this game together. Nemo Stars are taking on Sport S Volleyball Club. Nemo Stars are also in line for the final of the National Club Championships that was not completed this past weekend in Gulu. And Sport S Volleyball Club, as we know, are the defending champions of the National Volleyball League. Yeah, so we are going to be seeing some new faces in Team Nemo Stars, and of course Team Sport S. We are seeing Martin Tukurekwa on their side, and then we are also seeing Emma Kato on the side of Nemo Stars as one of their new players, or Napa Godfrey as well, part of those players joining Nemo Stars this season. Yeah, we are expecting a really good game. Don't forget Happy Ayebare, the libero, as well, joining Nemo Stars. This is his first season in that team. It's going to be an intense and interesting game. Two big giants going up against each other. I hope we can really enjoy it. Also, feel free to engage us in the comments, and for those who have not yet subscribed to Sport's YouTube channel, please make sure to subscribe. It's now Team Media. Also share the link to your friends who are volleyball fans that have not been able to make it for the National Volleyball League launch. As we wait for the players to get on court, I remind you that tomorrow we also have more league games that are going to be at Nsambia Sports Arena. We shall be having several teams taking each other on tomorrow, and then of course on Sunday we have the qualifiers for Serie A, where teams will be taking on each other in a round robin to get that one final team and make it 10 teams for Serie A, since Ndeje team left the league. So please, let's be there and support. Don't miss out on those games. Tomorrow we shall also be streaming at Nsambia. Yeah, we shall be having two different courts there, but we shall be streaming some of the games that are going to be there. Nemo Stars, we are having of course the captain George Aporu, shirt number 13, Smith Okumu the setter, shirt number 2, shirt number 17 Onapa Godfrey. We are also having I've mentioned George, his shirt number 13. We are also having shirt number 16, that is Agre, who is also an upcoming player for Team Nemo Stars, and of course the starting libero and their libero, that is Happy. We are also having Malinga Bernard, also known as Redman. That is the starting lineup for Team Nemo Stars. And on the side of Spotters, we are having Moses Odeke as the setter. That is shot number 13. We are having Jonah. First service here, and it's an ace service for Team Nemo Stars. What a way to start the game. And that is an ace against Duke, shot number 20 for Spotters. And we are also having Akampa Ian on that lineup, and of course the opposite, Gum Daniel, and the libero Agaba Nicholas. We are also having Opila Bosco as their other starting middle player. Yeah, currently off court. That is another error from the defending champions. That is Gum Daniel failing to put that ball on court, sending it outside. It's not a very good start for Team Spotters, and of course we know Nemo Stars had a great performance out there in Gulu, and they're continuing it out here. Very good service once again. It's a free ball through the middle, block touch, but it is out, and Spotters misses the point once again. Very good play from Nemo Stars. The services are coming in very hot for Spotters. They've gone to Jonah, he has not sent the ball up. They've gone to Duke, he has still also not delivered. That is Smith Okumu. Jonathan sending over a free ball. It's a set for the captain, George, shut down. Ball is kept alive. It is now Onapa taking his first swing of the game. Moses going back to Jonathan. Very good defense from Nemo Stars. George with the dump. Moses going for the point. It's a good block touch there from Ian. Set, and it's Gum Daniel going for the dump. Very good eyes. What a play. He's usually a guy who is going to take big swings, but this time he decides to just let it go and send that free ball, and it makes a point for him. Happy was caught a bit off guard there. Very beautiful point from Gum. Another beautiful point from Nemo Stars. They're coming in with the heavy hits. They're not even being nice on that service. They're here for business. They're here for the payback. They're here to remind the defending champions that they are still also pushing to win this league. It's just the first game, but you can see the concentration and the motivation they are having. It's another very bad reception. Gum Daniel taking that off-system play very hard outside. Here in the comments that is epic Gum. Definitely Gum is coming in with heavy swings. We've only seen him dump that ball once, but off-system ball he takes it very hard. Service from George Aporu. Going after Duke once again. This time it's a better pass. Jonah from behind, and that ball does not go over. Looks like Nemo Stars is having a very good start. Another ace service for George Aporu this time. Those are 3 aces now for Team Nemo Stars. Very great start. First timeout has now been called for Spotters Volleyball Club. They've not had a good start, and Nemo is pushing them really hard on those services. Very good play, good strategy for Nemo Stars. It is 6-1. 5-point gap between the two. Spotters Volleyball Club, it is now 7-1. Spotters Volleyball Club has really struggled all the way from the National Club Championship semi-final. We've seen the team has not performed well in their games since then, and now taking on Nemo Stars, whom they played last in the league finals, knowing that this is one of their biggest rival in this game. Spotters Volleyball Club has not started really well. George Aporu once again on the service. We want to see if Spotters is going to make a difference after this timeout. George taking it slow this time. Still an overpass from the libero. Pipe for George Aporu. There's a block touch. Moses going through the middle, and that is Akampa Ian. one of the new signings for Sporters Volleyball Club. He was at UCU last season, but this season he decided to change colors and join the Blacks. Very good movement from him to get that side out. It's a good service from Tumukunde. Onapa going very high and just bringing that back down. We've seen Onapa play. He was formerly in KVC last season and now joining Nemo Stars, the defending champions of the National Club Championships. We know him as the player that goes very high on his hits, and look at that beautiful play. That is his second swing of the game and he's able to get that point. Redman on the service. Tough pass once again for Sporters. Ian takes charge of the setting. Shut down is Duke. Philip Chomukama. He has no way through this time. I tell you, Nemo Stars has started very, very well. Emmanuel Akin saying Sporters will always remember Magembo. That is Thon. Yeah. The Blacks are not really taking this seriously. Close the gap. Come on, guys. Musimenta Esther supporting there. Beautiful play. Once again, that is from Ian through the middle. He's taking these side outs for Sporters. Opila Bosco now on the front court as well. A lot to work on the side of Sporters. They're really struggling. The score is very, very bad on their side. Ian on the service. Very good serve going after George, but it's a good pass through the middle. That is Salva. We are seeing him back in action. Last season we did not see him playing so much. He was on and off, but this time he seems to be ready to play for Nemo Stars. We saw him back in action in the National Club Championships, and we are seeing him here in the first league game. Service that is from Manapa. Very beautiful jump serve, but unfortunately he doesn't quite get it on court, and that gives Sporters a very much needed side out. It's still a very early game for them, but that Nemo Stars is still keeping a 6-point lead. Goom Daniel on the service. George going right there to pick it. Beautiful swing from the young man Agri, the rookie as they call it. Beautiful swing going very high up. Look at that. The setter going to him, taking advantage of Moses Odeke being a shorter blocker on that side. Opila Bosco was also quite late. Agre now on the service. Jonathan, it's an overpass. George sending it back as soon as it comes to him. I tell you, Nemo fans are having a wonderful night at the start of this game. Nemo Stars just showing that they are here for serious business. They have not forgotten. They have not forgotten. Tough pass again. Duke this time sending that to Spike Town down the line. Finally, he's able to get back into his game and send that swing heavy. It's an off-system play, but look at that. He's also taking advantage of the fact that he has a shorter blocker, Smith Okumu. Now going in for the service. Nemo Stars still leading by 7 points. Going in for the jump service is Duke. And that is an error once again. Service out. It's his first serve, but he doesn't manage to get it on court. Nemo keep shining. The fans are here supporting their team. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. The game is really going well on your side, the Nemo fans. The defending champion Sporters are still struggling a little bit. It's another tough pass. Tumkunde blocked. Moses going back to him, this time on off system. Down the line, it's out, but that is a net fault on Team Nemo Stars. And Jonathan will be breathing a sigh of relief there. George William Charles, you're starting very, very early with the violence, eh? Good luck to Nemo Stars. George William Charles says Nemo should make his night. Very good service from Opila. The setter going to Onapa on the pipe. Good defense. It's going to be an off-system set. Tumukunde going very hard, and that is a block out. Beautiful play from Jonathan on that side out. Opila, also a new signing for Sporters, all the way from Kampala University. He's really has played great volleyball so far for the games he has played, but that is an error this time from him, serving that ball out. Yes, thank you, Esther. Greetings to you as well. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing and watching. Good pass this time. Oh, it's an overpass, but Moses able to just get right on it at the last moment and sending that as a dump. Sporters is really struggling on the passing. Nemo Stars also sending heavy serves. I think they've really strategized to just get Sporters out of system on all their plays. The gap is still 6 points for Nemo Stars. Good pass from George. Smith now looking for him. Jonathan taking his hands down and forgetting that George is very experienced. The captain taking advantage of that and getting a very easy point for him. Jonathan choosing to take his hands down. I think he read that quite poorly, thinking that maybe the captain was going to wipe that ball off his hands. George once again in service. Duke has really worked on that passing this time. One block for Jonathan, and that is what he does with it. Beautiful cross-court attack from Tumukunde. Guys, the comments are interesting. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep supporting your teams. Redman with the dump high up. You would almost think he has missed that ball, but he's right on it, right on the money, as we usually say. Good play, and now he's going back in service. Salva will be coming on front court. Service from Redman, Malinga Bernard. Going after Tumukunde. Moses giving Goom a chance to make a score. He's shut down, he keeps it alive. Ian trying to get a quick side out and makes an error, sending that second touch into the net. You can see the frustration from him when he tries to send that ball over. Look at that, he doesn't quite get it. Terrific Redman. Yes, Suling says terrific Redman. Spotters completing their timeouts very early in this game, now calling their second timeout to cool things down. They're chasing eight points this time. Nemo Stars has had a wonderful start, and like I mentioned, they have not forgotten those National Volleyball League finals of last season. They have not forgotten those games that they have lost, and they know the opponent they are facing, and they have come in very hard. Isaac Igune saying this is not how the game should end. He doesn't want to sleep early. It has just begun, don't worry. We are still here. Duke Philip Chomukama is keeping you in the game, sending that ball down the line. I think the defending champions have had a rough start, but they could get back in this game later on. It's only the first set, but Nemo Stars is also proving to be very strong and ready to take this win. Otim Dickens, the captain, the experienced player, coming on now. Substitution, that is for Ian. That is for Pilar Bosco, sorry. Off system set, it's kept alive. Godfrey going for the swing. It's brought back on the Nemo side. Going high this time. Beautiful swing from the young man. He's getting the crowds here just up on their toes, up on their feet, cheering him on. What a beautiful play. Service from Onapa. He missed his first serve. He's now having a chance once again. He misses it this time. He sends that flying. Should we say Onapa Airways on that service, as Agaba usually says? Hey guys, what's up in the comments? Spotters, today is yours, both gents and ladies. Wow, Natkunda Maureen. I think I have not yet seen Violencers in the comments yet, but I think he would enjoy your comment. Rukundo Johnson, on court. Yeah, we are seeing him back in the league. It's been a while, but he's back with his team and he's on court. We saw him in the National Volleyball Club Championships as well. He was there for his team and he's here once again. Otim Dickens with the swing. Julius sending that ball to him. Very good connection between him and Julius. That was a double substitution as we earlier saw. But Nemo Stars still maintaining the lead of this game. Spotters trying to push and catch up, but it's a very late game. 6-point lead still. Tough pass for George. Going to Onapa is Smith. It's a dump. Nicholas is there. Jonathan sending that to the fans. What a play. I think Adieri had just mentioned that Entebbe has enough airplanes, but now Jonathan Tumukunde says no, we are still adding on the airways, and sends that ball very out. It's an off-system play and he doesn't quite get it on court. Just to remind you, the two brothers Jonathan Tumukunde and Johnson Rukundo are on court. Duke going for the service. Going for the float service this time to get it over. Onapa. Oh, that is a block out. Beautiful swing. I almost thought he was shut down, but he is playing very well on that backcourt. I think Onapa is very good on that, on those backcourts, really. He always goes very high and with power. Nemo Stars now at 20 points, looking for only 5 to take the first set here away, but that is an error from Salva on the service, giving Spotters another point and back to a 6-point gap. Substitution for Spotters. Martin Tukurekwa is on for his first league game with Spotters Volleyball Club. We saw him playing for them during the Zone 5 Championship, and now being able to sign for the team finally and joining them fully. He's here on court. Rukundo Johnson. Ball is on. It's a bit misread. Julius sending over a free ball. Chance for Team Nemo Stars. Sending it to Spiketown. No! Spotters saying that is 4 touches. George sending that down the line, and it is outside. You could see Spotters players disagreeing there with the referee, saying that there was no touch on the block. But here, once again, looking at George taking a very big swing, but that ball just goes out. Marino is back to his team in Kepler. He was playing in the National Club Championships because he is still assigned to Sporters but had not yet renewed his contract with Kepler. But now, being able to renew his contract, he is back to Kepler for another season. That is Godfrey Onapa saying he is still in this game and keeping Nemo in the lead, taking it back to 6 points. Very good play. Sporters not having a beautiful start here. Smith Okumu back in service. Good pass from Duke through the middle. That is Martin. It's a free ball once again. Julius going to him. Dump. Beautiful dive from Smith. Onapa going for the dump. It's kept alive. Off system. Shut down. What a play. I told you Nemo Stars has not forgotten, and they remember, and they are here to take it. This first set, they are pushing and maintaining that big lead for them. Johnson, is it on? Yes, it is. Taking that swing down the line. His first swing of the game from the setter's ball. Double substitution being reversed here for Sporters. Moses Odeke is going to be back on with Goom Daniel. It is a service from Moses Odeke, one of those good servers for Sporters Volleyball Club. This time sending it to George. It's a good pass. George following through. It's a block. Miscommunication on the defense there between Moses and Goom Daniel. And that is a beautiful play. I told you George Apollo is playing with experience, and he is doing well as a captain for his team, getting those much needed side outs. Nemo Stars pushing themselves closer to taking this first set away. Tough pass once again. Johnson to Mukunde blocked. Sorry. Shut down once again. I've not seen big swings coming in from Sporters receiver attackers. We've seen only Duke, but there's not been much side out from their side. And I think this is a beautiful strategy from Nemo Stars, serving really, really hard and making it difficult for Sporters to play. Is it set? The set is over. I was going to ask, is it over? And it is really done. Sporters falling short in that first set. Nemo Stars having a beautiful start. Wonderful plays. Very good services. Good side outs. I told you they are here for this game. They are here for the money, as we usually say. Beautiful play. But it's only the first set. And we are just getting into the second set, looking forward to see what the defending champions can do differently to maybe get themselves back in the game. But it's been a lovely first set for Team Nemo Stars. Beautiful play for them. And there are the stats for this first set. Look at those errors from Sporters. 7 errors, and also falling short on the defenses. Nemo Stars having 3 blocks and Sporters with 0, yet they are usually known for their blocking. This time their strength not working really well for them. But we look forward to the second set to see what is going to be different on either sides. We might see Nemo still pushing hard, but we could also see that defending champions may be doing better. 2 is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Otim Dickens in the service. Changes have been made for spotters. George, big swing, but of course the captain right in position. Tumukunde this time going safe on that off-system ball. Shut down. That is George Aporu. Beautiful swing, but even a better set from Smith Okumu. Smith Okumu showing off his skills there. Take omumwa we gukwatako bwe guti nga Goom Daniel finally getting his score here in the second set. Changes on the spotter side. Take note that Opila Bosco is now outside and Otim Dickens is starting. Good pass from George. Back set once again. I tell you, Smith Okumu is just giving his attackers beautiful options to score, because he's getting them one block each time and they're really scoring. He's really doing a wonderful job. I see comments here, the middle of S team isn't biting. It's only the second set, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe they'll get back in. And of course, Tumukunde with a big swing this time, saying he is here for the money. I think it's a much better start for the defending champions. Very big swing. George Aporu being fearless and trying to get it up. Defense, good play to Mukunde. This time another error on the side out. Spotters having a slightly better start in this set than they did in the earlier set, but just some slight treatments there on the court for Agaba Nicholas, the libero, getting some touch up there from the physio. I think he could have twisted himself just a little bit, not in a good way. He seems to be doing well, but he's going to be going off court for a moment. And now we are seeing Malik Damulira coming on as the second libero for this game. That is a loss of service for Nemo Stars. Ian now on the service. Very good serve from him, taking it very hard. But Onapa swinging very high. Good defense from Moses. Off system once again to Mukunde. Another error on that off system backcourt play. Maybe he needs to change his strategy. Maybe he needs to find a different solution to send that ball over and not cost his team. But Nemo Stars on the money, guys. Very, very few errors coming in from their side. They are pushing, they are defending. Service from Agri. Going to Duke. Oh, beautiful defense. Is the setter going back to him? Definitely. Shut down. What a play from Smith Okumu. Beautiful play. I tell you, it's just cinematic here. in Old Kampala Sports Arena. Beautiful play from the national team setter, Smith Okumu, showing off his skills there. Service once again, Duke, the setter, going to Otim Dickens this time. There's something about experienced players. They know how to get that side out. They know how to get that point. And Otim Dickens now facing off against George on the other side of Nemo Stars, the captains of the teams, having played so many different games against each other, and now once again in front of each other in this game. Good passing from George through the middle, shut down again. That is Otim Dickens with the block, joined by Duke Philip Chomukama. Duke Philip is in his second season with Sporters Volleyball Club, having joined them last season and winning the National Volleyball League for the first time with the team. Of course, Sporters are defending for the third time, for the fourth time now. George shut down. Moses Odeke bringing him down. Is it a sort of a payback game? Moses Odeke saying that what Smith Okumu can do, I can do as well, and just shutting down George. Take a look at that again. Beautiful play from him. And then in the comments here, that is Jonathan Loki advertising for Air Uganda or Eagle Airline for internal flights. Jonathan Tumukunde is probably advertising for an airline because he has definitely failed to get the ball on court. Salva with the service. Good passing from Duke through the middle once again. Otim Dickens, chance. Nemo going to, very good defense from Malik. Sanov system ball, it's a free ball. Chance for Nemo Stars. Is it going down? Yes, it is! Onapa sending that to Spike Town. Big swing from the back row. The chances of him getting blocked on the backcourt are very few, because he's really going high and taking advantage of the block being let there. Mugabe Rowell, you are right. Filimuyama Sasi, bullet after bullet. This time Duke Philip proving that he can still go through this block and just sending that ball off the hands with power. I tell you, the defending champions have really come back in this set to make a difference, but Nemo Stars is not backing down because they are still just moving point by point with Sport S. Duke Philip letting go of the jump service and going for the float. Very beautiful serve, better pass as well. Onapa shut down. Tumukunde is finally back in this game. Area Paul, there is Jonathan getting you a score on that block. Take a look at this wonderful play, positioning himself very well and just going high up, shutting down Onapa. It is a 2-point lead for Sporters Volleyball Club. I tell you, like Rowell has said, Masasi Kumasasi. Redman Malinga blocked. Chance for Sporters. Moses sending to Jonathan. Off the hands on the block. The champions are fired up. They have remembered who they are and they are pushing. Nemo Stars calling their first timeout. end of the first timeout for Team Nemo Stars. 3 points chase for them. Spotters getting back in the game and getting those blocks so far. But I tell you, Nemo Stars is not a team that's going to forget. They are still pushing and they are still in this game. Good passing from the captain once again. He's taking it, looking for that gap. This is once again experience. He has played those games and he knows where the space is, and that is where he's going. Beautiful side out from George to keep his team in this game. Service. Good pass from Malik. Boom Daniel on the backcourt. Ball is kept alive. Onapa coming in with the swing. Very clever play, but Malik Tamurira. Big swing, and it is a net touch from Nemo Stars. Point going to Spotters. Beautiful defense from Malik. He did not go down on that play. Ian now coming back on the front. Look at that play. We call it a pancake in volleyball. But that is a clear net touch from Malinga and Onapa on the block. 3-point lead for Spotters. Remember, Nemo Stars has that first set and Spotters is chasing to be able to get a set as well. Or Team Dickens on the service. It is out. It's an error. Nemo will be celebrating that point because it gives them a chance to serve, and they've really been serving very, very hard. That is an ace service for George Aporu. We saw him having a few ace services in the first set, and I tell you, Nemo Stars is now getting back in their game. Tumukunde failing to pass this time. Going after him once again. Going for the heavy swing. Defended once again. He goes for the dump this time. Ball is kept alive. Chance for Nemo Stars. George swinging hard but taking that out as well. I think on both sides they're really struggling to get the side outs on the off system balls in the back row. They're really not getting them back on court. But now Spotters having an opportunity with 3 attackers on the front row. Moses Odeke, the setter, going in for service. And of course Nemo sort of at a disadvantage with George now on the backcourt. But Onapa is on the front row. Very good defense. Back set, Onapa. Good defense from Malik. Goom taking charge of the setting. Tumukunde with the side out, taking back Spotters into a 3-point gap. Olinga Eric is now saying the other guys want to run now. Which guys, Olinga Eric? I see both teams are still on court and they are pushing and playing very well. Fedwin saying, Onapa, those guys of S team have helmets. Agawa, but do they have bulletproofs? You guys are really taking this so far on the violence. Anyway, game is still on. Onapa, it is out, but there is a touch there from Malik Damulira on the line. Beautiful play from Onapa going down the line. Nemo is really defending. They are not letting the balls just go down. Service once again closing that gap to only 2 points. They have a chance here. Good pass from Malik. Back set to Mukunde. Heavy swing. Ball is kept alive. Off system for Onapa. He goes very hard through the block there, and it's a point. 1 point away to catch up for Nemo Stars. Remember, Nemo Stars took away the first set here, and I keep telling you they have not forgotten. They have not forgotten, and they are still here pushing very hard for this game. Service for Nemo Stars. Only 1 point away to catch up. Very good service from Malinga. Boom. Oh, Jonathan on the attack. That is a point for Nemo Stars. An overreach called on Ian, and we are level, ladies and gentlemen. Nemo Stars has finally caught up and brought themselves back in this game. Ian just caught red-handed there, trying to touch the ball on the other side. Malinga Redman on the service once again. Good pass this time from Duke. Moses going to Tumukunde. Spike Town. What a hit from the young man there, Tumukunde Jonathan. Beautiful spike there. Look at that. He just goes very quick. Last minute on the swing. Agre caught off guard and very late. Service, good pass. Oh, through the middle. Moses on the defense. Tight set. Duke going over the line there. It's a fault, and that is another point for Nemo Stars. Goom very frustrated with that play. I commend Nemo Stars for keeping calm really and just keeping the momentum and pushing. They are back level once again. Ian this time sending it out. Nemo Stars once again back in the lead of this set with an error from Ian through the middle. I think he was looking to hit from far, but he misses the court slightly. They were looking for a touch, but it is not there. Nemo Stars in the lead. Can Spotters be able to catch up? No, the defense is really well on the block. Net touch, and Nemo Stars are now 2 points away. Beautiful play from Agri, and letting the defending champions make the errors on their own. Net touch there from Ian on that play. Timeout called for Spotters. It is their first timeout. They had the lead of this set by 3 points, and they're now just chasing for 2. A lot to work on the Spotters side. Nemo Stars playing really well. They've stayed calm. They've kept the momentum, and they're now back in the lead. Remember, they have that first set. I told you they're here for the money, and they're pushing. And remember, they have to play against KCCA on Sunday here at Old Kampala to complete the National Club Championships and be able to determine who the winner is. Nemo Stars are the defending champions of the National Club Championships, and we are yet to see if they will be able to defend on Sunday. Through the middle this time, very easy for Ian. Yes, George Williams Charles, I think anyone who is still below 30 is a young man, because I thought the youth are from 35 and below. So yeah, Jonah is definitely a young man, but Nemo Stars is doing well for you, George William. Spotters now chasing one. Service from Ian. Tough pass for George. It's an off-system play going to an upper free ball. Chance not well picked. Duke on the off-system play. Duke Airways. It's been a tough play for both sides on the side out, but even worse for Spotters. They are not making those side outs on off-system plays. I think that the free ball was really well sent from Onapa. He read that very well and made it difficult. Spotters once again chasing 2 points. Spike Town! Duke Philip Chomukama. I think Duke also qualifies to be called a young man. The young man Duke sending that to Spike Town. Gil is asking where is Opila. Opila started the first set but isn't in the second set here. We are having several airways here in this game, I tell you, because from both sides really. We started with Onapa on the service, and then Tumukunde on the backcourt, and then George as well, and now Duke. Double substitution for Spotters. Almost an ace there for Julius. Onapa with an error, and we are back level, ladies and gentlemen. Very good play from Smith Okumu to keep it alive, but an error from Onapa Godfrey on that play. Back level. Someone had mentioned that Masasi Kumasasi here in this game. Both sides are not letting go. Both sides are not giving in. Julius once again on the service, this time going harder. Through the middle, very beautiful defense. Off system, it's a pipe. Tumukunde able to get it on court this time. George with the swing, and it is out. The defending champions once again back in the lead of this game, just by 1 point. I think the double substitution is working well for them. Agawa Nicholas has gone off with a sort of an injury there, but he's okay and he's outside. It is an ace service for Sport Ace from Julius. This is something a coach loves to see right now in this game, especially when you're one set behind and you've come on from the double substitution. Beautiful play from him. I think it was just a misreading there for Happy. Happy is a good receiver. I think he just misread that a little bit. Substitution for Nemo Stars. JB is on. It's a double substitution. JB is on, and Emma Kato, usually donning jersey number 9, is finally in jersey 11 this time, making his debut for Nemo Stars. This time Julius missing the court there. It's a point for Nemo Stars, a much needed side out. They had taken the lead as well, but now also chasing once again. Big swing from the captain or team Dickens. I told you Diku and Julius have a beautiful connection together, and that is a much needed side out to push Spotters back again, to get them back in the lead. Service, good pass, going to Emakato, taking his first swing, shut down there by Otim Dickens and Rukundo Johnson. The two brothers, Jonathan and Johnson, on the front court. We at one time saw them going up against each other, Sporters versus OBB and Nemo Stars, but now they are playing together. George, beautiful defense, it's kept alive. It's going to be a free ball and a chance for Nemo Stars. Oh, it's a beautiful play once again from Redman Malinga. He may not take a hard swing, but that dump surely is very, very hard and tough to defend. And he keeps going for it, he keeps doing it, and he has not failed to score even once. Double substitution now being reversed for Nemo Stars. Onapa will get back on, and Smith Okumu as well. Smith being one of those very good servers for Nemo Stars, of course, will get back in service. Maybe he could help his team to be able to catch up this game. But it is an error for Smith Okumu. Sporters now leading by 3 and looking for only 3 to take away this game, this first set for them. Second timeout called for Nemo Stars, and that marks the end of their timeouts. They have no timeouts left. It is a very late game here, 23-19. The defending champions pushing themselves back in this game and giving themselves a fighting chance. Could it be 1-1 at the end of this set, or could we see Nemo Stars pushing and maybe catching up and taking this set as well? Good pass through the middle, and it is another error from Redman Malinga. Unfortunately for Nemo Stars, the defending champions now 2 points away to level things up here at All Kampala Sports Arena. Tough play for Redman. It was a connected set. He tried and unfortunately couldn't get it back on. Is it on? Unfortunately, the liner is calling that out, but the referee says there was a touch, a deflection on George on that play. We take a look once again and see. Yes, there seems to have been a touch on George as the block went out. And the referee insists that it's there. Set point for Sport S Volleyball Club. Nemo Stars still sitting at 19 points. We could see the sets being leveled here. Service, good pass. Is it over? Or it is another chance to keep Nemo Stars in this set. Bagawa Vincent saying 1-1. Yes, we could see it being 1-1 here. George Aporu on the service. Good passing. Is it 1-1? No, it is not. Shut down. But there seems to be an issue here on the side of Nemo Stars on Agri. He seems to have sort of twisted his ankle there. He's getting looked at. Hopefully it's not something very bad. He seemed to have twisted a bit there on the blocking. Seemed to have had a bad landing. Taking a look once again. Agre stepping on Johnson there as he blocks. It seems to be very, very bad there. Tough play for him. I think on the landing, he stepped on Johnson's foot there. He is being looked at. Agre being looked at here. Hopefully he can be well. Hard luck to Nemo Stars. He seems to be doing well. Is it over? Free ball once again for Nemo Stars. They can keep themselves here, and they do. 22-24. They are still fighting on. Spotters looking for only 1 point. Nemo still looking for a point to keep themselves in this game. George doing well on the service. Timeout for Sport S Volleyball Club. Second timeout for them. They are looking for only 1 point, and it's a much needed timeout. Service from George Aporu. Tough pass. Chance for Spotters to take this set away, but Nemo Stars still defending. Onapa keeping Nemo Stars in this game once again. The blocking not working well. He seems to just be going cross-court there. Frustration on the Spotters side. They had a 5-point lead, but now it's just one. Can Nemo Stars level things up here and make it more intense, or are the defending champions finishing it? Tumukunde puts all that frustration on the ball, and it is 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. Intense matchup here between Nemo Stars and Spotters. 1-1 as we go into the third set. We are still here. It's Friday. I hope those who are watching, you're still sitting still and waiting for us as we continue to watch this game. We are starting your weekend very, very well. We have so many games later on tomorrow as well, and Sunday, action-packed weekend. So sit still, the game is still going on.
Welcome back to the third set. Unfortunately, Shamil, I will not be able to continue with you, but I hope you enjoyed. And of course, let's take it on. Let's take it on now. Service from the Nemo Stars. On upper's dump. Well picked by Malikia. Jonathan! Blocked. Free ball for Nemo Stars. Apolu. Ball picked by Malik. A pipe for Duke Tomukama. In the net. Ball in the net from the spotter side. 1-1 set scores. Still a tight one tonight. Who will take it? I don't know. Aderi. Yeah, welcome aboard Aderi. I've come indeed. Good touch, Jonathan. A ball for him in two. Well picked. Free ball spotters. Where is it going? Ball in the middle for Ian. A dump well blocked. Indeed. Nemo Stars has started this one really well. Let's wait and see how it goes. Smith's service. Poorly picked by Jonathan. And a point for Nemo Stars. 3-1 is the score. Nemo Stars still in a comfortable lead in this third set. Service well picked by Malik. Jonathan off the block and on. Bernard Malinga and Georgia Polu unable to pick it. Service from Jonathan. Good reception, Georgia Polu. George again off the block and out. 4-2 is the score. Service Georgia Polu. Malik speak. Duke Tomukama off the block and picked. Where is it going? Ian in the middle. Service Ian. Ian a Kampala service. Well received by the Libero. Happy here. Malinga! Blocked down by Captain Otim. Wow, wow, wow. The game is tense. Ian Akampa on for service again. Good pick from Happy Ayebade. A dump by Fad, well picked. Kumin, another dump, well picked by Onapa. A set for him. Block out. Net violation and a block out from Duke Chomukama of Sports side. Service from Bernard Malinga for the Nemo Stars side. Service well received by Jonathan. Gumin. Good pick from Bernard Malinga. Georgia Polu off the block and out. Yes, Nemo Stars. Nemo Stars in a very good lead here. And of course, thanks to everyone watching in live at the moment. Mariam Naiga, Aderi, Brian, Natkunda, Hilary, Rowell, Esther, Paulo Guang, Tumwesije, Vincent, St. Henry's Chitovu, the wheel mover, two-wheel mover. I see you, I see you, I see you. Welcome aboard. As Sportes goes on to serve. Gumin on for service. Good service, well received by Happy Ayebade. Onapa, well picked by Malik. Duke Tomukama off the block and covered by Smith. Good footwork here. Jonathan! What a block from South Sudanese international Salva. And of course, rotate they do. As usual, Service from Onapa. Former KAVC. Ball well received by Duke Chomukama. An attack well covered by Georgia Polu here. Fad. Ball picked by captain. Another one for Fad. A dump. 3 ball spotters. Who sets it? Malik Damudina. Poor one. Covered by Duke. Off the net and not the block. A point for Nemo Stars. Massive game we are having here. As Nemo Stars lead by 9 points to 4. Onapa on for service. Again, Jonathan, Malik Damulida and Duke Chomukama ready for reception. Well received by Jonathan. Gumin off the block and on court. Salva could do little or nothing. Maureen Natkuna says, Stars, let's go. Esther Namulema cheering on Salva. Let's wait and see how it goes. A set for Onapa. Ball out. Ball out. Calls for a touch on the block. Fall on the ears of the referee. No touch, the referee says. A point for spotters. Duke Chomukama on for service. Fad Zungu ready for reception. Ball well received by Georgia Polu. Middle by Salva. A ball missed. Not quite missed. Referee, the first referee says Salva touched the ball. He says he missed. And of course, now in the stands, he touched, he didn't touch. Second referee and the sock up there to have a word with him. Perhaps he saw better. Is it a common point? Is it a point for the spotter side? Salva swears he never touched. Spotters swear he touched. Let's wait and see. A point for spotters. A touch as seen by the second referee too. 7-9. Let's go. Duke Chomukama service. Well picked by Georgia Polo again. Onapa, a dump by Moses again, well picked. Fad Zungu, easy point for him. 10-7. Moses Odeke attempted to make a point with 2 hands here with a dig. Very interesting. Let's wait and see what goes on here. Fad Zungu's service. Good pick by Malik. Gumin! Wow! Empty net. Nemo Stars decided to poster their block and concentrate on Jonathan and Dickens' team. And all Gumin needed to do was pass over the net and on court. 8-10. Points are still tight. Service from Dickens' team. Poor one. Good judgment from Salva. I can swear he never touched. This time around, the referee agrees with him, and it's a point for Nemo Stars. 11-8 is the score. 3 away. Salva on for service. Redman on for the block and the attack. Good reception from Duke Chomukama. Jonathan! Indeed, a point again for spotter side. 9-11. Moses Odeke on for service. Gumin on for the block. Smith, Redman and George on the front net. Will it be the 2 or will Smith opt for Onapa? Where is it going? To Onapa, he dumps, but the ball is picked by Malik. Off system set for Jonathan. A dump, poorly picked by Onapa. Ball out now. Ball touched the antenna. A point for Sporters. At Kwase Augustus, watching us live from Kamuli. Welcome aboard at Kwase. Service from Moses. Well picked by Georgia Polu. Oh! Ball picked by Moses Odeke. Free ball, Nemo Stars. Who takes it? Again, Georgia Polu! Indeed. He makes no mistake this time round. Service from Smith. A lucky one and a point for Nemo Stars. Service S. Touch the net and on. Jesus says thanks guys for the commentary. Okay, thanks for appreciating. Smith on for service for Nemo Stars. A good one, well received by Joe Chomkama. Good block. Malinga for Nemo Stars. 15-10. 5 points margin reinstated by Nemo Stars. Service again from the Nemo Stars side. Smith Okum. Good one. Well picked by Duke. Jonathan. Drop down. Georgia Polu. And again, rotate, rotate, rotate. It's a weekend after all. Service from Smith. Ball well received by Duke. Ian! Poor pick from Zungu. He's disappointed with himself. Sporters service as they trail 4 points. Service Jonathan. Ball in the net. Service from Georgia Polu. Well picked by Duke. This time poor one. Onapa makes no mistake. Not a hard one, but precise and to the point. In the space. Another point for Nemo Stars. 17-11. Timeout, Sporters. Set from Odeke. Duke Chomukama's dump right on court. Service from Ian Akampa. Again, well received by Happy Ayevare. Malinga off the block, and Jonathan unable to pick it. A point for Nemo Stars, 18-14. Welcome aboard, Judy, and of course, welcome aboard Jonathan, and the rest who are watching it live. Remember to subscribe in order to be able to comment. A set in the middle for Dicken's team. Picked. Where is it going? Boom in off the block. And a point for Sporters side. 15-17. 2 away. Nemo Stars. Boto, they are 5 points gap. And Julius. Why is that? Kanyankole on to replace Gumin, whereas Lukundo Johnson is on to replace Moses Odeke. A tactical double substitution that puts Sporters with 3 power attackers, with 3 attackers in the front. Onapa's attack, blocked down. But it's out according to Jethro Isiaji, the second referee. Let's see. Good judgment from Jethro. Indeed. A set into Duke Chomukama. 16-18. Who will take this one? Nemo Stars still with an edge, but make no mistake, it can go anywhere. Okapis with the same notes. 3 attackers in front. Double substitution. John Bosco and Emma Kato come on to replace Onapa and Smith. Well received by George. George Apollo! Hold on! Very well executed pipe from George Apollo. 1916. Fahad Zungu came on earlier on to replace Agre, who went out with an injury. He's on for service for the Nemo Stars side. Service. Well received by Malik. An attack by Dicken's team. Calls for a touch on the hands. Fall on deaf ears. Nemo Stars 4 points away. 2016 is the score. Fahad Zungu still on for service for the Nemo Stars side. Service Fahad. Well received by Jonathan. Team defense. Salva again. The usual as they rotate. We also rotate into a timeout from the Sporters side as they trail 5 points. 1-1 set scores. 21-16, third set. Nemo Stars in a comfortable lead. Fahad Zungu's service. Well received by Jonathan. A ball in 4. Well executed. Nemo Star Emma Kato. Unable to block that one. Service. Sport aside. Emmanuel Mululi arrives. Jazei number 15. On with the service. Of course, thrilling the fans who have been eagerly waiting for him. Let's see where it goes. Very good service. Good set from John Bosco Pendi. An attack well picked. Julius opts for 4 and the goat does got things indeed. Very well executed point. 18-21. Nemo Stars in a timeout now. Remember, this weekend, Zambia Volleyball Arena, CDB playoffs, ARC, Reasons, Bugema and Sky tussled it out. We are yet to find out if Charles will come. Muluri on for service again. Poor reception from Zungu. That was a very good one. That's my poor judgment. Very good reception from Zungu. On the setter's head. I feared it might cross over, but that was a very good reception from Fahad Zungu. Substitution also for Nemo Stars. Benon, Jazei number 3, the setter, is on this time round for another role. Serve and cover. Can he do it well? Let's wait and see. Very well executed. Good reception from Duke Chomukama. Jonathan! Good coverage from Benon. Apollo! Ball well picked by Malik. Jonathan again. A dump. And Opendi could only cover with his mind here. The ball proved too far from him. 19-22. Julius, as usual, giving some notes to Goom. Let's wait and see if it materializes as Moses Odeke goes on for service. Service from Moses Odeke. Good pick from Georgia Polu. Malinga! Yes. What you saw is what I saw. A very well executed set. Malinga made no mistake. Service from Smith. Smith Okum on for service for Nemo Stars. Good pick from Duke Chomukama. Iana Kampa locked down. And he sits down too. Life is hard on court. Very easy for us, the noisemakers. Really hard on that 9-6. Service from Okum Smith. Very well picked by Good attempt from Happy here. But a point for Jonathan anyway. 20-24. Jonathan Tumkunde on for service. Can they score another 4 in a row to prompt an extension? Or is it a point confirmed for Nemo Stars? Let's see. Good pick, Pad Zungu. Malinga! 1 point in the bag for Nemo Stars. Nemo Stars 2, Sporters 1. Back underway at the old Kampala Sports Arena as Nemo Stars take on Sporters. 2-1 lead in terms of set scores, with Nemo Stars in the driving seat. Deacon's team on for service. Well received by George Apollo. Malinga again. First point for Nemo Stars. Service Smith Okum. Poor pick from Johnson Rukundo. An attack well blocked from Redman and Onapa. The lineup of the Sporters side has changed. Gum Min out. Lukundo Johnson on. Jonathan Tumukunde now playing opposite the setter. A ball in for Lukundo. Again. Attack out. 3-0 it is. Service Nemo Stars. Again, Smith Okum on for service. Let's see how it goes. Good pick. That's a poor one from Johnson. Mukunda with a free ball. Malinga off the block of Ian. 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. Service from Smith Okum. Again, good pick this time around by Johnson. Mukunde. Ball covered. Where is it going? Jonathan off the block and covered. Georgia Polu. 5-0, ladies and gentlemen. Good coverage from the Nemo Stars side. 5-0 is the score. Nemo Stars very comfortable. Service well received by Johnson. Again, Lukundo locked down by Onapa. Substitution team spotters. Moses Odeke out. Julius on. Kundo Johnson again. Again. Ball in the net. 7-0. Service Nemo Stars. Smith Okum. Poor pick from Lukundo. Ball in for him. Free ball Nemo Stars. Where? Onapa! Blocked down by Lukundo. A much needed breather. Nemo Stars. 7-1 now. Julius on for service. Service from Julius. Ball well received by Happy Ayebade. Onapa sounds it indeed. But it's picked. Duke Chomuka must dump. Poorly picked, but the ball is kept alive. Where is it going? Free ball. Well picked by Malik. Ian Akampa attacks, but the ball is picked. Down, block. Indeed. According to the referee, double touch from Georgia Polu. Let's see. Apollo agrees with him finally. 2-7 is the score. Jonathan, short game is not allowed. Let's watch all 25 and a possible more. Service from Julius. Good reception, Happy Ayebade. Redman, ball pick. Ian Akampa's attack. A touch, not good enough from Smith. 3-7, ladies and gentlemen. The game is still very much alive. And the man bringing it back to life. The best setter in Imbarara and some parts of Uganda. Julius Kanyankore doing magic things here. Good service from Julius. Georgia Paulus down. 4-7. Remember the name, ladies and gentlemen. Time out, Nemo Stars. 4 in a row for Sportes. Service from Julius again. Nemo Stars ready themselves for reception. Whom does he opt for? Georgia Polu. Well received here. A ball in 2 for him. Good block. But of course not well enough. A point for Nemo Stars finally. 8-4. Ojangole Joseph on pressure. Don't be. Jasmine Chome, a Nemo Stars supporter. Says referees act funny when Nemo Stars play Sportes. That's your observation. I hope you have people who support you with that. Let's see. Redman on for service for the Nemo Stars side. 9-5. Is the score. Salva on for the block. Good service. Well received by Malik. Ian Akampa blocked. Lukundo Jonathan with an attack. The goat doing God things indeed. Nemo Stars didn't play with an expectation that there was a touch on the net by Ian. Second referee, Jethro, confirming to them there is no touch, no cause for alarm. The real meaning of play until the whistle is blown. Smith, who was set here, overreach, Duke too greedy for the ball, and Nemo Stars take the point indeed. Good officiating from the referee here. Very well balanced. I hope you agree with him, Jasmine Chove. Welcome aboard, Angel. And the rest who are joining us live. Duke Tomukama, an attack picked. Where is it going? Fad Zungu. Off the block and out. 11-6. Nemo Stars. Nemo Stars in a 5 points gap now. Service from Onapa. Well picked by Lukundo. Duke Tomukama. Well picked by Happy. Georgia Polu. Off the net and lands. 12-6 guys, 12-6. Service Onapa. Good pick from Johnson Lukundo. Duke Tomukama off the block and on. 7-12. Nemo Stars in a comfortable lead here. Service from Jonathan to Mukunde. Power pick from Zungu. Onapa off the block, but covered by Lukundo. Jonathan. Good set. Nemo Stars. Fad Zungu. Again for Nemo Stars. 13-7. Fad Zungu. Really shining here. Service from Zungu. Good pick, Johnson Lukundo. Dickens team off the block of Salva and out. A point for Nemo Stars. Okay, for Sporters side. Duke Chomukama on for service. Good pick from George Apollo. Apollo! Ball out. Calls for a touch on the hands. And the referee doesn't give him ears here. 9-13. 4 points away. Duke Chomukama on for service. A ball well served, well received, and well executed. Attack on court. George Apollo for Nemo Stars. Service from Salva. Ball picked by Malik. Johnson Lukundo. Ball on court. According to the referee, Nemo Stars say ball out. Let's see here on our replay. We are unfortunately the camera couldn't see. Okapis blocked the way. We shall have to go with what the referee said. Service from Dickens or team. Good pick. George Apollo. Ball in for him. Julius is blocked. Not well enough. Lukundo Johnson with a dub. And a point for Sporters side now. Martin is on now to replace Ian Akampa. Smith Okum on for service. Nemo Stars ahead again by 5 points. Good pick, Johnson Lukundo. Jonathan! Well picked by Smith. George Apollo blocked but kept alive. Apollo again. Off the block, baton to the assist. Free ball Nemo Stars. Where is it going? Redman! And Martin announces his arrival. Jersey number 3. Martin for the Sporters side. A block point for him. Service from Julius. Poor pick from Happy Ayebade. Ball in for Onapa. Dump. Off the block. And Malik unable to cover. Nemo Stars with a steady 5 points margin. George Apollo on for service. 16-11. Good pick. Jonathan Tumukunde. Johnson flies the ball. 17-11. Nemo Stars very comfortably leading here. A timeout for Sporters. Back underway here at Old Kampala Arena. Service from Nemo Stars side. Poor pick from Duke Shomukama. Jonathan. Block out from Onapa. Albert Mus just says, great work, Eliam and Shamira. Okay. Shiravo Brand says, Fad versus Sportes. Okay, Zungu versus Sportes. Good block for Martin, indeed. Indeed, a good block there. Onapa! Off the block and out. Nemo Stars, 18. Sportes, 12. Redman on for service. Let's see how it goes. Can Sportes come back into this one? Or is it a quick 3 points for Nemo Stars? Good reception, Lukundo. Martin! Ball out. 19. 12. Nemo Stars. Nemo Stars. Very comfortably leading here. Chirabo says, watching from Butareja, good commentary. Thanks for appreciating Chirabo. Poor pick from Lukundo here. Free ball, Nemo Stars. Onapa! Off the block. And on. Martin pulls one back for Sportes. Inod says Sportes not lucky today. Okay. Indeed. A win for Nemo Stars tonight ensures 2 losses in the Sportes camp as we await how Tigers fares tomorrow against Police in the Serie encounter at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Martin on for service. George, Happy and Zungu on for reception. He opts for Zungu, who does well. Salva gives Sportes a point. An attack out. He's disappointed, but Sportes fans will rejoice with that one. 5 points margin. Can Sportes catch up? Let's wait and see. Fad Zungu, Onapa and Salva ready to give Nemo Stars the much needed point. Martin's service, well picked by Zungu. Free ball for Sportes, well picked by Martin. Jonathan! Double touch. What a block from Fad Zungu. Rotate indeed. It's worth it. 20-14. Levy says 1912 and you're still talking about coming back. Yes, indeed. It's never over until it's over, Levy. Thanks for watching. Okay, Jonathan on for service as Sportes trail by 5 points. Let's see how it goes. Service, well received by Zungu again. Above the block of Julius and right on court. The man who started from the bench is perhaps the best player on court tonight. Fad Zungu. Breaking points for Nemo Stars here. 21-15. Zungu on for service, but the ball ends right into the net. 16-21. Ojangore says, good night, things have failed. Okay. Anything can happen, OJ, keep on. Duke's service, well received by George. Onapa! On court. 22-16. Substitution, Nemo Stars. Salva out. Benon on. Service from Nemo Stars. All they need is 3 points. And it's done and dusted. Benon on to contribute. Service. Let's see. Good reception, Malik. Jonathan! Poor pick from Onapa. Agret Mwesje says we try again next time. Sports fans already giving up. Emmanuel Mululi on to serve. Let's wait and see how he does in this one. Service from the Sports side, right into the net. Jazei number 15. Emmanuel Mululi with a gift for Nemo Stars. 23-17. 6 points away. Nemo Stars in a quest for a 3-1 win here. Duke Chomukama's reception. A dunk from Julius picked by Happy. Apollo! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Match points. Nemo Stars. 17. Sports. Service Misokum. Indeed. Let's see. Good reception, Duke Chomukama. Jonathan. Another point for Sports. Trailing by 6. Where is it going? Nemo Stars need just 1. Just 1 point, ladies and gentlemen. Ojangore says his man has served on the net. Okay. Yes, indeed. Occupational hazards. He has served on the net. 18-24. Thanks for keeping on, Ojangore. Service, Sports side. Julius on for service. Nemo Stars need just 1. Apollo's reception. It's a good one. Onapa dumps, but the ball is picked. Redman! Locked down. It's done and dusted. 3-1 Nemo Stars. 25-18 in the first set. Tomorrow night, tomorrow during day actually, Serie continues at Sports Arena in Zambia, and of course on Sunday too, Serie B playoffs, as we wait for confirmation from the Charles parishioners on whether they will come or not. And of course lastly will be finals. The winner and on top of the table of the Serie A, Nemo Stars take on KCCA in National Club Championship final at Old Kampala Arena. And of course, lastly, as I sign out with my crew, Maguma and Nataka on the cameras, Kasi, Najib, Ken,